The Cameroon national football team, nicknamed in French Les Lions Indomptables, is the national team of Cameroon. It is controlled by the FA Fédération Camerounaise de Football and has qualified 7 times for the FIFA World Cup, more than any other African team. However, the team has only made it once out of the group stage. They were the first African team to reach the quarter-final of the World Cup, in 1990, losing to England in extra time. They have also won 4 Africa Cup of Nations titles. History: First games, Cameroon played its first match against Belgian Congo in 1956, losing 3-2. They first qualified for the Africa Cup of Nations in 1970, but were knocked out in the first round. 2 years later, as host nation, the Indomitable Lions finished third in the 1972 Africa Cup of Nations. They would not qualify for the competition for another 10 years. FIFA 1982 World Cup. The first time, Cameroon qualified for its first FIFA World Cup in 1982. With the increase of 16 to 24 teams, Cameroon qualified along with Algeria to represent Africa in Spain. Cameroon was drawn into Group 1 with Italy, Poland, and Peru. In their first game, Cameroon faced Peru and drew 0-0. They then had a second goalless draw with Poland before a surprise 1-1 draw with Italy. Despite being unbeaten, they failed to qualify for the second round. African nations, 1984. 2 years later, Cameroon qualified for the 1984 Africa Cup of Nations, held in Côte d'Ivoire. They finished second in their first round group before beating Algeria on penalties in the semi-final. In the final, Cameroon beat Nigeria 3-1 with goals from Rena and Gilan, Thar Afalabka and Ernest Ibongua to become champions of Africa for the first time. FIFA 1990 World Cup. Euro quarter-finals, Cameroon qualified for the 1990 World Cup by surpassing Nigeria and beating Tunisia in the final round playoff. In the final tournament, Cameroon were drawn into Group B with Argentina, Romania, and the Soviet Union. Cameroon defeated defending champions Argentina in the opening game 1-0 with a goal scored by Frona Section Waomam Baik. Cameroon later defeated Romania 2-1 and lost to the Soviet Union 0-4, becoming the first side to top a World Cup finals group with a negative goal difference. In the second round, Cameroon defeated Colombia 2-1 with the 38-year-old Roger Milla scoring 2 goals in the extra time. In the quarter-finals, Cameroon faced England. After 25 minutes, England's David Platt scored for England. In the second half, however, Cameroon came back with a 61st-minute penalty from Emmanuel Kunda and took the lead with Ugania Car on 65 minutes. England, however, equalised in the 83rd minute with a penalty from Gary Lineker. Lineker made it 3-2 for England with a penalty in the 105th minute. The team was coached by Russian manager and former player Valery Nepomniachtchi. FIFA 1994 World Cup. The 1994 World Cup and the USA saw the adjustment of representation for 3 African teams qualify. Cameroon qualified with Nigeria and Morocco. In the final tournament, Cameroon were drawn into Group B with Sweden, Brazil, and Russia. After a 2-2 draw against Sweden, Cameroon were determined to make an impact. However, a 3-0 loss to Brazil and a 6-1 loss to Russia knocked them out. In their last game against Russia, the then 42-year-old Roger Milla became the oldest player to play and score in a World Cup finals match. FIFA 1998 World Cup. The 1998 World Cup in France saw the increase of 24 to 32 teams. Cameroon qualified alongside 5 African countries. After qualifying as expected, Cameroon were drawn into Group B with Italy, Chile, and Austria. Despite drawing with Chile and Austria, a 3-0 defeat to Italy saw Cameroon finish bottom of the group, and they were eliminated as a result. It was an unfortunate elimination, since Cameroon had led Austria 1-0 until the 90th minute, and had 2 goals dubiously ruled out in a 1-1 draw with Chile. Cameroon had 3 players sent off in the course of the tournament, more than any other team, despite only playing 3 games out of a possible 7. They also had the highest card count per game of any team. collecting an average of 4 bookings in each match they played. 2002 FIFA World Cup, Cameroon qualified for the 2002 World Cup and Japan clinching first place in their group, which included Angola, Zambia, and Togo. In a warm-up game, Cameroon again came close to being the first African team to defeat England, in a 2-2 draw. England as yet haven't been beaten by an African nation. Cameroon were drawn into Group E with Germany, Ireland, and Saudi Arabia. Cameroon started with a 1-1 draw with Ireland after giving up the lead and later defeated Saudi Arabia 1-0. In their last game, Cameroon were defeated 2-0 by Germany and were narrowly eliminated by the Irish, who had not lost a game. Missing out on Germany 2006, in the 2006 World Cup qualifying round, Cameroon were drawn into Group 3 with Cote d'Ivoire, Egypt, Libya, Sudan, and Benin. Cameroon led the group for most of the time until their final game. On October 8, 2005, Cameroon drew with Egypt 1-1 while Cote d'Ivoire defeated Sudan 3-1. This result prevented Cameroon from making the World Cup 2010 World Cup qualification. In Cameroon's 2010 World Cup qualifying campaign, the team was grouped with the Gabon, Togo, and Moroccan national football teams. After a slow start in their campaign, with a loss to Togo, the coach of Cameroon, Otto Pfister, resigned. Frenchman Paul Le Guen was appointed as the new coach after a draw against Morocco. Le Guen's appointment caused an uprising in Cameroon's spirits as they got a win against Gabon in Libreville, followed by another win against the Panthers 4 days later in Yaoundé. 1 month later, they defeated Togo in Yaoundé by 3 goals. On November 14, 2009, Cameroon defeated the Atlas Lions of Morocco 2-0 in Fez in their last match of their campaign. Gabon was also defeated by Togo 1-0 in Lome. Both results caused Cameroon to qualify for the 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa. The Indomitable Lions were the first team to be mathematically eliminated in the 2010 FIFA World Cup, going out in their second group match to Denmark after losing it 1-2, following a 0-1 defeat to Japan. Controversy about sleeveless and one-piece kits. Cameroon used sleeveless PUMA shirts at the 2002 African Cup of Nations in Mali. FIFA, however, didn't allow Cameroon to use the same kits at the 2002 FIFA World Cup, and black sleeves were added to the shirts. The 2004 African Cup of Nations witnessed Cameroon again run into controversy regarding their kits. PUMA had designed a one-piece kit for the Cameroon team which FIFA declared illegal, stating that the kits must have separate shirts and shorts. FIFA then imposed fines on Cameroon and deducted 6 points from their qualifying campaign. PUMA argued that a two-piece kit is not stated as a requirement in the FIFA laws of the game. PUMA however lost the case in court, and Cameroon were forced to wear two-piece kits, but FIFA subsequently restored the 6 qualifying points to Cameroon. The death of a team member. In the 72nd minute of the 2003 FIFA Confederations Cup semi-final between Cameroon and Colombia, midfielder Marc-Vivien Foé copyright collapsed. He was pronounced dead several hours later. In the final against France, Cameroon wore shirts embroidered with Foé copyright's name and dates of birth and death. World Cup record. FIFA Confederations Cup, Africa Cup of Nations record. Red border color indicates tournament was held on home soil. Summer Olympics, Cameroon is represented by its under-23 squad. Schedule, Cameroon 2012 Euro 2013 record, Cameroon 2014 record, Cameroon score always listed first, 2014 FIFA World Cup qualification, on July 30, 2011, for 2014 FIFA World Cup qualification preliminary draw at the Marina da Glacubreia in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Cameroon were placed in the first pot and drawn in Group I with Libya, Togo and Congo. Cameroon started their qualifying campaign on June 2, 2012 against Congo Drive which resulted in a 1-0 win. Cameroon then played Libya on June 10, 2012 and ended up losing 2-1. Cameroon won the group with 13 points following a 1-0 home win to Libya. The latter following with 9 points, Congo Drive in third place with 6 points, with Togo finishing last with 4 points. Because Cameroon finished first in Group I, they advanced to the final third round of the 2014 FIFA World Cup qualifications. Group I. Third round, seeding. The teams were seeded based on the 12 September 2013 edition of the FIFA World Rankings. The draw of the playoffs was held on September 16, 2013 in Giza, Egypt. The matches are scheduled to be played in the periods 11 October 15 and 15 November 19, 2013. Confirmation of kick-off times as well as stadia will be announced by the respective FAs and CAF by September 20. Tie-break criteria: if teams are tied after the two-match series, then a cup system will take effect. Knockout format: after the conclusion of the second match, 30 minutes of extra time will be played. Goals scored during extra time period will be decisive. A. Team scoring greater number of goals advances. B. If both teams score same number of goals, then team with more away goals advances. If no goals are scored in the extra time, then penalty kick procedures will apply, as described in the laws of the game. Cameroon won 4-1 on aggregate and qualified for the 2014 FIFA World Cup. Players, current squad. The following 23 players were named for the 2014 FIFA World Cup. Caps and goals updated as of June 23, 2014 after the match against Brazil. Recent call-ups. The following players have been called up for Cameroon's squad within the past 12 months. Records, past managers, see also, Cameroon women's national football team. Notes, AB FIFA awarded Cameroon a 3-0 win as a result of Togo fielding the ineligible player Alex Ramau. The match originally ended 2-0 to Togo. Libya's opening home match in the World Cup qualifiers against Cameroon was played at a neutral venue. The match was ordered to be played behind closed doors due to security concerns, but the official match report indicates a small crowd was present. References. External links: FAR Copyright DAO Copyright Fédération Camerounaise de Football Official Site, RSSSF Archive of Results 1960 Euro 2010 World Cup ESPN Profile